You need to sow seeds, you need to lay the foundation, you need a building phase, and most importantly, you need to discard the illusion that it comes quickly, easily, and without effort. People who don't understand this will give up halfway. People who do understand will enter the system setup phase, and people who work long enough will benefit for life. That is the difference between dreaming and reality, between those who talk about financial freedom and those who truly live in it. There's one thing few people tell you: passive income also has levels. It's not a destination, but a journey. And if you understand these 3 levels, you will know where you are and how to proceed. The first level is active income. This is when you work, you have money. You don't work, you don't. You work as an employee, a laborer, or provide hourly services. This is the most common type of income, also the type that makes you most tired, because it requires continuous presence. If you are sick, quit your job, or have family matters, the money immediately stops. The second level is semi-passive income. This means you still have to work, but less. You create digital products and sell them many times. You create video content, and that video generates money over time. You invest and receive dividends. This is a transitional level. You begin to understand how the system supports you so that the effort you put in once can be multiplied many times. The third level is true passive income. This is when money comes in even when you are no longer working. You have rental properties, you have profitable company shares, you have a smoothly operating automated sales system, you have a content channel that works without you constantly producing content. At this point, you are truly free. The important thing is not to jump from level 1 to level 3. Take it step by step, from active income, creating semi-passive, then upgrading to fully passive. You cannot build a house by installing the roof first. You need a foundation, pillars, time. And passive income is the same. It is a financial house you need to build day by day. Ask yourself, what level are you at? Do you have any income streams besides your main job?
If not, now is the time to start entering the second level, creating semi-passive systems. And from the next section, I will guide you through each system. Not theoretical, not wishful thinking, but specific ways for you to start, even if you only have a phone and a few hours of free time each week. No need to wait to win the lottery, no need to wait for luck. Just start and follow through. The first system, and also one of the most accessible systems today, is a digital content channel that generates income from advertising. You can call it YouTube, podcast, or blog, but the essence is the same. You share valuable content, attract viewers, and the platform pays you. The great thing is you only need to do it once. If the content is good enough and targets the right audience, that video or article will continue to generate money for you for many months, even many years later. I once met a friend who ran a YouTube channel sharing office IT tips. He didn't show his face, just released one 7 to 10 minute video per week. Did it for exactly 1 year. When he reached 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, his channel was monetized. 3 months later, he received 10 to 15 million dong regularly from advertising. He didn't quit his job, just took advantage of 1 to 2 hours in the evening to edit videos. To this day, old videos still generate money without him having to do extra work. Money still comes in. The beauty of this system is that you can start very cheaply. A phone, a 300,000 dong mic, a Gmail account are enough. You can share knowledge, recount experiences, do reviews, analyze industries, or tell everyday stories, as long as you do it regularly, genuinely, and conscientiously. You don't need to be famous, you don't need to be beautiful, you just need to be persistent. And YouTube is not the only platform. You can write a blog if you're good at writing. You can do a podcast if you like to talk. You can turn content into an ebook to sell on Amazon, Gumroad, or even create a course. Digital content is no longer a game for professionals. It's an opportunity for anyone who knows what they want to share. And when you create hundreds of videos, articles, podcasts, you will have your own digital asset library. Each asset is an income stream.
When accumulated enough, you will have a steady cash flow like a salary, but the difference is you don't need to punch in every day. That's why this is the #1 system I want you to start. No matter what industry you work in, where you are, or how old you are, you can start sharing value, and genuine value always has people who need it. When people need it, people watch. When people watch, there's a cash flow. Do it once, plan clearly, do it regularly for 6 to 12 months, and you will be surprised by the passive income you generate from your own existing knowledge and experience. The second system, a highly intelligent and leveraged system, is affiliate marketing. With this model, you don't need to have products, don't need inventory, don't need to deliver, don't need customer service. All you do is introduce other people's products and earn a commission when someone buys through your link. Sounds simple, right? But in reality, it's a system that can help you generate steady passive income if you do it correctly. I once met a 23-year-old friend who had no capital and wasn't good at talking, but he had a habit of reading financial and self-development books. He wrote down the good points from the books, created content to share on his personal blog, accompanied by links to buy books on Tiki, Shopee, Fahasa via affiliate. After 5 months, he had over 20 articles ranking at the top of Google and had daily orders, though not many, but each month he earned a few million dong just from content he wrote once and left there. And that's the beauty of this system. You do it once, if it's correct, it automatically generates orders. After that, you can do affiliate marketing for physical products like books, household items, electronics. You can also do it for digital products like courses, software, apps, ebooks.
Commissions vary. Some products are only 5 to 10%, but some digital products have commissions up to 30%, 50%, even 70%. This means if you introduce a 1 million dong course, you receive 700,000 dong if someone buys it. The important thing is to choose the right product, the right platform, and the right audience. You don't need a website right away. You can start with a YouTube channel, TikTok, fan page, free blog. You share genuine value, honest reviews, real experiences, and put the affiliate link in the description. People don't buy because you sell. They buy because you help them make better decisions. And when you have dozens of videos, hundreds of articles, each link is a silent stream of income. Every person who clicks buy, you get money. Some people did affiliate marketing for 2 years and then stopped completely. But even now, orders are still generated from old articles and old videos. And that's passive income. You don't run ads, don't make calls, don't close sales, don't ship goods. You just need to create a leading system and let it do the rest. And when you're familiar with one product, you can multiply it to 3, 5, 10 products. Some people even build a comprehensive affiliate website specializing in niches like mom and baby, personal finance, travel, technology, beauty. The beauty here is that you learn system thinking. You know how to choose optimal products, optimize content, analyze user behavior. That is the foundation for anyone who wants to go far with online income. No need to be good at technology, no need to show your face or be good at speaking. Just be persistent in sharing value and placing the right links in the right places, and you are silently building a money printing system for your future.
The core idea here is that you own something valuable, and instead of using it once, you let others use it for a fee. A friend of mine in the outskirts of Hanoi saved up to buy a cheap level 4 house. After light renovation, he divided it into 2 small rental rooms for students, earning 4 million dong per month. It doesn't sound like much, but that house didn't lose value. It even increased in value every year. So he both preserved the asset and had a cash flow. A sister in Saigon ran a camera rental service. She bought used cameras, cleaned them thoroughly, and rented them out daily to content creators, freelance journalists. Each camera like that only needed to be rented out for a few months to break even, and then it started generating profit. I even saw a student who had a professional graphic design software account. He didn't use it much, but rented it out monthly at a lower price than the official version and earned hundreds to millions of dong each month just from sharing controlled access. Renting is a system you can do both online and offline. Some people rent out Netflix accounts.
Some rent out Shopee shops that already have a stable number of orders. Some rent out motorbikes in tourist areas. The common point is you do it once and then let the money flow in automatically. Of course, to build a good rental system, you need initial capital or skills to find cheap items. More importantly, you need to maintain your reputation because no one will rent assets from someone who works carelessly. This system is especially effective if you have assets you don't use often. Instead of letting them sit there, ask if anyone needs this more than me. If so, that's a potential income stream you are missing out on every day. And when you have many such assets, you don't need to do much anymore. The assets will work for you. They don't get tired. They don't need overtime. They just need you to know how to manage and how to rent them to the right people. That's why rich people always find ways to own assets, not to use them, but to rent them out, because they know assets are not for showing off, but for generating passive income.
The fourth system, a modern and sustainable system, has been silently creating many self-made millionaires in the past decade, selling digital products. What are digital products? They're things that don't require physical production, don't require inventory, don't require shipping. They include ebooks, templates, online courses, design files, color grading presets, applications, software, data packages, digital resources. You create them once and sell them many times to many people, anywhere in the world. I once met a brother who worked in the design industry. He created a set of CV design templates and sold them on an international website for only $5 per set. He sold a few orders a day, earning a few $100s a month. Then he made more new sets, portfolios, PowerPoint slides, banners. To this day, his passive income from that is over 30 million dong per month, and he doesn't have to do anything extra besides checking thank you messages from buyers. Another student wrote an ebook sharing IELTS study experience, priced at only 49,000 dong. Because it shared genuine experience and was easy to understand, she sold thousands of copies via Shopee and Google Drive. She invested time writing it once, and then each buyer just needed to receive a link. No printing, no shipping. That's the power of digital products. No reproduction costs, no inventory, no risk of damage, nearly 100% profit, and especially, you sell while you sleep. Do you know something others need? Have you done something well that others are struggling to start? Maybe you are sitting on a gold mine you don't even realize. Just by turning that experience into an ebook, a guide file, an explanatory video, a template, a sample form, you can start building a valuable, long-lasting digital asset. You can sell on platforms like Gumroad, Etsy, Shopee, Google Drive, Printful, Momo, Zalo, personal website, fan page, Instagram, YouTube channel. No need for a big startup, no need to open a company. Just sincerely share what you know and present it clearly and organized.
The more sincerely you share, the more customers return and recommend others. And from one product, you expand to a product set. From one customer, you have thousands of customers. Do it once, sell forever. No inventory pressure, no capital pressure, no fear of epidemics. That's why digital products are one of the most flexible and profitable passive income systems of this era. And if you have the knowledge or are willing to learn to create them, this system is a very promising path you should not miss. The fifth system, one that few people know about but is extremely effective if you understand its nature, is building a community and leveraging value from your followers. It sounds abstract, but it's actually very simple. You build a community on Facebook, Zalo, Telegram, YouTube channel, blog group. You nurture it with genuine value by sharing knowledge, experience, perspectives. And when the community is large enough, you don't need to sell anything. Money still comes from many directions. Some people build groups sharing parenting experiences and then get sponsored articles from brands. Some run fan pages sharing financial perspectives, and after a while, financial apps invite them to cooperate and pay a fee to place banners. Some run foreign language learning groups and then sell courses or charge a fee to maintain private groups. The common point is they didn't rush to make money from day one. They focused on building trust and genuine value. When trust is strong enough,
Any product or service you suggest will be gently received, and from there, income begins to flow. No need for live streaming, no need to chase customers, no need to use tricks. Just sincerely share useful things to the right people at the right time. A community can be a YouTube channel about a profession, a Facebook group about life skills, a fan page sharing financial mindset, a Zalo group for investment enthusiasts, a weekly email series sharing knowledge. You choose the right niche and dig deep enough, and after a few months to a year, you can create a strong community system. From there, you can attach affiliate links, sell digital products, sell service packages, sell advertising space, or solicit sponsorship from businesses.
The higher the quality of the community, the more sustainable the cash flow. And most importantly, you don't have to chase customers because customers will come to you. That's the difference between someone who builds a community and someone who sells individual products retail. One builds a system, the other sells their labor every day. Who do you choose to be? Someone who builds long-term assets or someone who is tired every month due to short-term sales? If you want to create true passive income, don't ignore this system because a strong community is a self-operating machine and each follower is a seed of future income. The sixth system, one of the classic but always stable sources of passive income, is long-term financial investment. Financial investment is not playing stocks for fun, nor is it chasing coin trends or following the advice of some group. It's about using money to buy time in the future. You don't need to invest every day. You don't need to stare at the screen. You just need to understand correctly, be patient, and do it regularly. I have a friend who consistently deducts 2 million dong from his salary each month to buy shares of an electricity company. No day trading, no short-term trading, just buying and accumulating. At first, it wasn't much, but after 3 years, the value of those shares increased 2.5 times, and every year he receives regular dividends enough to pay his child's tuition. That's passive income from long-term stock investment. Or you can invest in open-ended funds, reputable corporate bonds, ETFs, or even P2P lending platforms that are clearly managed. What you need is not a superpower to choose super profitable stocks. What you need is consistency with your investment strategy over time. When you consistently put money into stable income-generating places, compound interest will do the rest. Of course, financial investment is not for the impatient.
It won't pay you today, but it will pay, and pay handsomely if you go long enough. Like planting a fruit tree, you don't pick fruit in the first week, but if you care for it properly, after 2 or 3 years, that tree will sustain you season after season. And the wonderful thing is that when you invest long enough, you no longer need to put in money. The cash flow from dividends, interest, and growth will nurture your investment system itself. That's when you enter the level of true passive income. Many poor people think investing is risky, but rich people understand that not investing is risky because money not invested loses value. Money that doesn't generate profit loses power. And people who don't let money work for them will have to work for money their whole lives. So if you have 500,000 dong, 1 million, 5 million dong each month, don't spend it all. Set aside a portion for the future. You don't need much, but it needs to be regular, because compound interest only works for those who are patient enough and start early. The seventh system, a simple but extremely effective system if you know how to optimize it, is renting out skills via digital platforms. It sounds like freelancing, but the key here is to standardize your skills into service packages that can be sold repeatedly to turn one-time effort into multiple income streams. For example, if you are good at writing, instead of writing content on demand every day, you create a writing package based on templates, say 20 sales article templates for the beauty industry, 10 sample articles for nail salons or spas, 30 email marketing subject lines for beginners. You package it into a PDF file, price it at 99,000 dong, and sell it on platforms like Shopee, Instagram, Zalo, Gumroad. You don't need to rewrite each article for each customer. Just send the file, and passive income starts from there. You know design. You create a Canva template package for fan pages. You are good at video editing. You create presets for CapCut or effect packages for TikTok. You know photography. You sell color grading presets.
You know Excel. You create templates for expense management, task management, and sell them. The mindset here is to turn your repeatable skills into products that can be used multiple times. Don't keep rushing deadlines for individual orders. Think like a system builder. This applies to many fields: design, writing, teaching, page management, video editing, presentation slides, personal financial planning, ad campaign setup. You can use Notion, Google Sheet, Canva, Figma, CapCut, or even PowerPoint to create products. Then you just need to write descriptions, take demo photos, attach payment links, and market on your own social media. If you have 100 followers, selling to 1 or 2 people already generates income. If you have 1,000 viewers each week, selling to 10 to 20 customers is stable. Do it regularly, old customers return, new customers spread the word, and you have cash flow without having to start over. You don't need to be good at everything, just good at one thing, and know how to package it smartly into a repeatable product. That's how you build a skill-based system to generate passive income from what you already do every day. And most importantly, skills don't depreciate, skills don't require capital, skills just need you to believe in yourself and start packaging them intelligently. The 8th system, a system especially suitable for those who like to write, like to tell stories, like to share life experiences, is publishing books and long-form digital content. This is not about writing books to become famous, nor is it about becoming a traditional writer. It's about sharing your experiences, knowledge, or tools you know into books, ebooks, or content series, and letting them generate income for you forever after. I once knew a brother who worked in the banking industry. He wrote a small book, just over 100 pages, sharing how young people can manage money, avoid credit debt, and invest basically. He self-printed and self-sold it via Shopee and his personal page. He sold a few hundred copies each month, making less than 50,000 dong profit per copy, but multiplied over a year, it was hundreds of millions of dong without having to do it again. Another sister wrote an ebook guiding on scientific parenting based on her experience raising 2 twins. She didn't promote it loudly, just sold it quietly within the mom and baby community. But because it met a real need, the book spread strongly. One person introduced it to another. Her ebook continues to sell steadily even though she stopped writing over a year ago. The great thing here is that a book, once completed, becomes an asset that generates long-term income. You don't need to recreate it every time it sells. You don't need to ship if published digitally. You don't need high operating costs. You just need to invest initial effort to write it very well, and the system will operate for you. Publishing platforms are very diverse. Amazon KDP for the international market, Waka, Shopee, Google Drive for the Vietnamese market, personal website, fan page, personal blog, or self-print and sell at events, workshops, classes. If you have a memorable personal journey, write it down. If you are good in a field, systematize it and share it. If you have overcome any difficulties, someone else also needs that lesson to move forward. Writing a book is not just for others to read, but to help them shorten their time thanks to your real experiences. And if you are serious about writing a book, you can build a mini publishing system for yourself. From book 1, book 2, workbooks, mini courses, podcasts, fan pages, community. All started from just an initial Word file. Do it once, sell forever. Do it with experience, sell with sincerity. Do it for the community, but income will flow to you. That's the true value of a personal publishing system where you generate passive income not with capital, but with life experience. The 9th system, the final system, but it's the ultimate one that many rich people silently build: automated business models, business automation. You might think, how can business be passive? In reality, it's true that business always has risks, but if you build it correctly, it can absolutely generate steady income without you directly managing it every day. The core is to build a system that can operate without your continuous presence. For example, an online store with a fully automated order processing, delivery, customer service system. A small spa with a professional operating team you only control remotely. A food store with staff and a manager. You don't need to stand and sell every day. An online personal brand with digital products, a fan page, automated inbox, affiliate marketing. You only update content once a week. I once met a sister who owned a small cosmetics shop. Instead of expanding rapidly, she built a standardized retail system, consultation process via chatbot, delivery via professional logistics, after-sales care using scripts. After 1 year, she traveled for a month and orders still came in steadily. Another friend sold custom-printed t-shirts. He didn't manufacture, didn't stock, didn't ship. He just received orders, sent print files to a printing unit, and they handled printing and shipping. He made a few tens of thousands of dong profit per order. But some days, he had hundreds of orders. He did only the creative part, leaving the rest to the system. You don't need to build a massive system initially, but you need to ask yourself one question. If I'm sick for a week, will my income stop? If the answer is yes, it means you are selling your labor and don't yet have a system. So what does a self-operating system include? Clear products that can be sold by others. Specific customer care procedures. Data nurtured regularly. Knowledgeable staff or alternative tools, automated or optimized marketing channels, transparent financial management. It sounds complicated, but you can start very small. Just eliminate one manual task you do each week and replace it with a system or a substitute. After a few months, you will realize you can still create value without doing everything yourself. And that's the mindset of a system builder instead of someone who runs every day. Rich people don't work harder than you. They work on the right things and let the system do the rest.
That's why many rich people you see are quietly wealthy. They are not loud or boastful, but money still flows in steadily every month. They don't earn money by sweat. They earn money by systems, by mindset, by leverage. And you can also start today if you stop running and start building. And here, you have gone through all 9 passive income systems, ways to do it once and enjoy it many times that many wealthy people silently apply. But if you only stop at hearing and knowing, you won't change anything. Because the truth is, rich people are not rich because they know a lot, but because they act before they are ready. They choose a system, start very small, and persistently improve it over time. They don't wait to have enough money to invest. They don't wait to become experts to share knowledge. They don't wait for everything to be perfect to start. They start with a small step every day and let time do the rest. If you are watching this video, ask yourself, among these 9 systems, which one suits you best right now? What can you start building this week? Do you want to still be busy rushing orders in 6 months, or have money flow in automatically? Remember, passive income is not about getting money without doing anything. Passive income is about doing the right thing at the right time and letting the system generate profit for you. You can do YouTube. You can sell ebooks. You can invest small. You can build a community. You can create templates. You can rent out assets. You can package your skills. You can write a book. You can set up a business system. All have one thing in common. You have to start. You don't need to know everything. You just need to act so you don't regret it. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment which system you want to start, and subscribe so you don't miss the next videos from AHI TV channel. We will meet again in more quality content to help you build financial freedom with what you already have. Because true wealth is not about being loud. True wealth is when you work less and live more. See you in the next video, wishing you a successful start.
Have you ever wondered why some people seem to do very little but still have money flowing in regularly?
They don't sell online, don't live stream, don't rush deadlines, don't work overtime, but they still travel, still invest, still live leisurely. And what's worth mentioning is that they are not from rich families. They didn't win the lottery. They are not better than you at the starting point. They are only better than you in one thing: the mindset of building passive income early, not working forever, not toiling endlessly. Do it once and let the money flow in steadily. You know, we're taught very well how to work to earn money, but almost no one teaches you how to make money come to you even when you stop working. And then you grow up with the belief that to earn a lot of money, you have to work harder, work longer hours, take on more projects. You exchange health for money, family time for a salary, and when something happens, you stop, the money also stops. That's not freedom. That's a financial spiral. In this video, I don't bring you the dream of getting rich by doing nothing. I bring you 9 systems, not tricks. Each system is an income stream you can build once and let it work for you for many years. Some of you have applied it and earn an extra 5 to 10 million dong each month without needing to do extra work. Some have achieved 50 to 100 million dong from these systems after a few years. And there are even those who, from nothing, used just one system to escape the life of endless toil. But before we begin, if you've ever felt like you work too much but can't save any money, this video is for you. If you've ever thought that without money or connections, you can't build a passive income system, I will help you see the opposite. And if you've ever asked if an ordinary person can get rich, the answer lies in the next few minutes. Click the subscribe button if you want to listen to practical, no-frills financial strategies, only what helps you live easier every day. Now, let's go deep into the first part, where I will show you why 90% of people misunderstand passive income.
Most people, when they hear the words passive income, immediately think of distant things. They imagine that it's when you have a lot of capital to invest in real estate or already have an automatic online business system that generates money. Some people think passive income is for celebrities, people with existing resources, lucky people, while they, an ordinary person, cannot achieve it. And that very thought locks them into the cycle of working, spending, borrowing, and working again. Each month that passes is a repeating cycle, and the older they get, the more tired they feel because their body is not like before, because financial pressure weighs more and more heavily, and because the feeling of having no way out clings to them every night before sleep. What is the truth? The truth is that passive income is not a luxury. It's something you can start very small, starting today with your limited free time and limited capital you currently have. I don't promise you will have tens of millions of dong per month after 1 week, but I am sure of one thing. If you patiently sow the seeds of each small system and nurture it regularly, a year later you will have results that even you won't expect. Rich people are not rich because they work more than you. They are rich because they build systems. They don't go fishing for each fish every day. They spend time weaving nets, building boats, finding fishing grounds so that fish swim in by themselves. What about the poor? They go out every day, stand for hours hoping to catch one fish. On lucky days, they have enough to eat. On unlucky days, they starve, month after month, year after year. Which way do you want to live? If you want to switch from someone who has to toil every day to someone with the system that generates passive income, you need to change your mindset right now. Passive income doesn't come from doing nothing, but from working very hard for a long enough time so that the system works for you afterward.